please clarify just as soon as I finish what do you have on the agenda after that? I
No,
missed it.
that's what. After your speech, there is no more agenda. One more
Okay.
round. You
After
are the
your speech,
closing
would
one.
not allow Shalini to speak for us.
Because you told me earlier in the day that I'm concluding. So if that is the case, I would like to invite Ashwini to say a few words, or any of his family members or anyone else to say a few words before I conclude.
Okay,
Robert is
that
saying
will be
something. No,
okay. So I'll call on
but
Shalini. Just few minutes. We will see if everybody is there logged in, and then we will. Shalini, you can say
I think,
something.
yeah, that's good.
Just hold on for 1-2 minutes.
Sure. Can I proceed?
Yeah, you can start. Thank you.
Okay. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, our Toastmasters. I'm very, very honored to be here today. This is Ashwini here. I'm Arvind's sister. Shalini is my daughter's name, which is coming up on the screen. So this year has been very, very difficult. A huge loss. We've been struggling to cope, especially with such a gem who had graced our lives. It's all the more difficult to come to terms with their loss. I'm overwhelmed looking at the response this meeting has brought in, the kind words each one of you had to share, a lot of insights, a lot of genuine emotions coming out. So the biggest thing I learned after his death is again the same concept of impermanence. Like Dr. Kathrak said, I didn't know that when I last met him in the December of 2018, that was my last meeting with him. After that, when I met him, he was not conscious. So although I got to see him, it was not an interaction. So it was a very cruel twist of events, which I never ever expected that a healthy person could suddenly leave us that way. So what I realized in this whole year is that it's a whole spectrum. On the one end, I feel extremely traumatized that he's not with us. But on the other side, I'm able to slowly start to realize that um, the time he spent with me, like he's my elder brother. So right from my day one, he's been with me. So I have to start to learn to look at it as a blessing and not really get totally obsessed that now he's no more. Okay, I need to now count my blessings that I was so fortunate. I was so lucky that he was my elder brother. So right from my day one, I had a mentor in him. So he used to take care of everything for me, and he was my go-to person too, just like how he was for you. Starting from the silliest of things to the most critical things, he was my go-to person. So and one more thing which I realized after all these things is that the kind of gratitude that's coming in me towards all of you and towards so many people who helped us so much in Abu Dhabi after the accident, after the fatal accident. We could not have done anything on our own because it was like completely shattering. We were totally clueless. So the whole community, humanity came together to help us. So feeling very grateful for that. I remember seeing a couple of you personally. I think I've seen Mr. Manmohan, Dr. Kathrak. Of course, I know Mr. Murugesh and his wife well. Dr. Barkha, she said, we didn't know each other at all. Only this crisis got us together and she has been so supportive. Um, so I think that's what I had to say. A lot of gratitude from my end. And I think one thing which really comes out is that he was a person who was really following the principles of mindfulness. So every moment, whatever he did, he was 100% into it. So he left us at the age of 42, but I think it was equivalent to him living maybe twice that duration. Maybe he was actually living for 82 years in the chronological period of 42 years. So I think that's all I can articulate at this point. It's quite overwhelming for me. I'd just take a minute to ask my husband to speak a few words.
Hey everyone, this is Murli here, and I echo what Ashwini has been saying. I think it's been an extremely difficult time for all of us, and you know, all of you. I would say, I think everybody who was there in Abu Dhabi for those 15 days. I think my heart really prays for them every day. Whenever I bow down for prayer, I think each one of you is in my mind because we wouldn't have crossed those tough period without your help. I think it was extremely overwhelming. and that actually gives a lot of hope that humanity is still very much strong and out there to support each other. And that's something I learned. I think there's been a lot of learning throughout the last 12 months for each one of us. We all have coped in our own ways, tried to help each other. I think there were moments of silence which we had to understand like what the other person is going through. Though it was very very difficult, but again, each one of you, I think I really thank you from the bottom of my heart. I think till the time I'm there, I'm pretty sure like in my prayers you all will be there. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, and over to Satish.
Thank you very much. We are hearing so beautiful words from both of you, and support you got from his friends in Abu Dhabi. Definitely, that's what the Toastmasters. It's like one family, big family here we have, and we all help each other a lot. And we are really grateful to have such a wonderful family outside, back home, away from a home. Having this family, Toastmasters family, it's a like a give benefit for us, like the gift of God.
Yeah.
And I'll call on Toastmaster Manmohan to say something about it.
Thank you so much, Robert. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, my friends, brothers and sisters, before I really start off, the first thing that I felt I should say now is a word about Ashwini and Murli in particular. They spoke so well. And when Ashwini was speaking, it was as though Aravind has come back alive as a Toastmaster because she spoke with the same fluency, with the same smile as Aravind always did. Thank you, Ashwini, for those wonderful words and for reviving Arvind's memory in such a beautiful way by the way he spoke. Getting to the core of the subject, today we are here together, gathered on a Zoom meeting to commemorate the death of our beloved friend, our brother, Aravind. So many memories keep flooding my mind, and many of those memories have already been described by others so beautifully. So I might be repetitive at times, but I have such a lot of things, and I hope I'll be able to put it in as compact a way as I can. Am I audible? Okay. Okay. Well, the first thing that I would like to say is that he was also a colleague outside of Toastmasters for me. He and I worked not exactly together, but for the same company, which is Adnoc. I worked in a different company, one of the sister companies, and he worked in another sister company. But we had got together more than once on certain common platforms. One remarkable memory, which others here may not know, is that 2 years back in 2018, there was an ADNOC Excellence program. This was a program for all the 16 group companies when everybody from each company, there were two people, two speakers who came along and presented certain technical papers in different fields. And it so happened, Aravind and I were speakers on that platform, one after the other. And that's when I got to see a different Aravind. Again, the same sweet smile which everybody had been talking about, but talking with absolute fluency on a highly complicated, highly technical subject. That was another fantastic memory that I have of Aravind. The other side of Aravind, we all know his human nature, we all know his smile, his capabilities as a Toastmaster, all of that is well known. But remember, at the end of the day, he was actually at the heart of heart, he was an engineer, and he was a very good engineer, as you could make out from that particular session which I attended. So that is one memory that I have of Aravind. And mindfulness is something which Ashwini told us, and that was something which struck a chord in me. He has been so mindful and helpful to everybody. He's always there, that smile, and he's always there to support everybody. He has offered me tips on many times on various topics, both on public speaking and on technical subjects. And it's not that I asked him. He would come forward and say, Mr. Manmohan, I think I can give you a suggestion. And that's the kind of person he will go out of the way. He spent his own time, go out of the way to help all kinds of people. That's one of the great thing about Arvind that I always will remember. And his punctuality. Talking of punctuality, he's one of those most perfect people in Toastmasters and outside. He he is so mindful that he is on time everywhere for everything, every occasion that he has made a commitment to. And I still recall 11th of May 2019 at 2 p.m. we had a Toastmasters meeting, NMC Club there. And it was so surprising. For the first time, we found uh, Arvind was missing. That was such a shock. And still, we never understood that there was something more sinister, something more terrible that we have to be prepared for. He said, well, it's unusual, highly unusual, but well, it's fine. It's only a few days later that we came to know of the tragedy, and then all that unfolded later. That was the only time Arvind ever missed an appointment that I knew of. But he had a different appointment at a different place, and he had to make it there. And all of them have spoken about his smile, and I just cannot avoid repeating that that smile was so enigmatic. It touches everybody's hearts. And Dr. Khatrak said, it doesn't matter if he is in a contest, if he had lost the first, second, third position, it doesn't matter. Arvind's smile was definitely superior to the smiles of the winners. That was the true winner that Arvind was. He has taught us such a lot. And to sum up, I'm reminded of something that I read in a Malayalam book some years back. Life is a drama played on the planet Earth. And this drama consists of many, many, many acts. The screen goes up and changes, the scenes change, the acts change. And somewhere in the script of life, in this drama, there is a clown, a joker. Now, this clown doesn't know when to come in, which act to come in. We expect him to come in the final act, but this clown can come in at any time. And that clown's name is death. And unfortunately, in Arvind's case, that clown came in a much earlier act than he was expected to. What we need to do, the other dramatis personae in this drama called life, is to accept that the clown has come and disturbed the script, changed the script. We need to rewrite the script ahead of life. And that's for all of us, his friends, and for his immediate family. That script needs to be rewritten. It has already been rewritten. We should accept the new script without his physical presence. So he will always be there for us to be motivated from wherever he is. So that's one advice I would like to leave with all of us, and in particular to his family members. And when his children grow up, please convey our feelings to those children and to his wife, and tell them that they should change the script and be prepared for all kinds of changes in life. This is a great lesson that Arvind's parting taught me, and I would like to share this thought with you. And I leave this with you as a final thought. May God bless us all. May God bless his family, his wife and children in particular, his sister, brother-in-law, and the extended family. May God bless all of you, and may Arvind remain in eternal peace. After all, life here on this planet is just a tiny fragment. It's nothing, it's not even a dot in the vast expanse of time. It's only a period of time, short time, before we all unite again in another world, in another place. Thank you so much. Over to you, Robert.
Thank you, Toastmaster Toastmaster Manmohan. And last year, like we were struggling, like how we should remember this particular moment, something to honor Toastmaster Arvind and his contribution to the Toastmasters family in NMC. And various suggestions came out, and we decided that we should have a trophy to honor the Toastmaster at the at the end of the 1 year. But if Toastmaster was showing the same dedication as Toastmaster Arvind did, his regular attending the meeting, the smile, his contribution, and being total service to the Toastmasters family. And it was decided by our senior Toastmasters that Toastmaster Satish, and we had brought this rolling trophy, and this Toastmaster rolling trophy will go to Toastmaster Satish in honor of Toastmaster Aravind. This trophy which we had last year, we decided that we'll have this rolling trophy for Toastmaster Aravind, is now going to Toastmaster Satish. Anybody would like to still add to something? Anybody still missed? I missed. Anyone want to say something? So I missed them.
Robert, may I add one word?
Yes.
I just have a feeling that the trophy which we are talking about was probably brought in by one of our Toastmasters who's not with us today. That is Toastmaster Lulu. That's
Yeah,
another.
Toastmaster Lulu.
That's another aspect. Yeah. Toastmaster Lulu is not here, right?
No, she's not here.
Yeah. So that's another aspect. The Toastmasters Club that we have today, already a lot of members have joined after Aravind left. And many more of us, in fact, I am on my way out of UAE, and many more of us will leave the club because life is such. But we will all carry memories of Aravind wherever we.
Yeah, one memory I would like to share about Aravind, because for me, evaluation is only a 3 minutes time. And this particular evaluation, not me, but my son will never forget. It was in 11th standard, and we presented his speech for the first time, and Toastmaster Aravind was going to evaluate. And Toastmaster, my son, being a guitarist, he came on the stage and sang his song. He started his speech by singing a song, playing the guitar. And then when he finished his speech, Toastmaster Aravind immediately went to evaluate him. And he stopped my son halfway and he took the guitar from his hand and went on the stage. So it was a shocking for him, like a evaluator going on the stage with the guitar. And then, like, more than me, my son was shocked, what is going to say? And then he started playing. And then he gave the evaluation each in 3 minutes, explaining that speech, evaluating the speech as playing the guitar. It was so quick. And I will never forget that evaluation. More than me, like my son, we always remember that evaluation.
Yeah,
Evaluator.
I was going to share this just now, but this is really true that we still remember the way he evaluated Suyash that day.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Yes, that's very clear. Yeah, how he showed each aspect of his speech by the showing the guitar. I remember that. Very impromptu speech that he had given out there as an evaluator. Yes.
Anybody like
Toastmaster
to share?
Robot, can I share
Sure,
maybe
Toastmaster
1
Babu,
minute?
go ahead.
Good evening to all. Toastmaster Aravind, as we all discussed, we are remembering even this guitar evaluation session, even Toastmaster Martin Luther King, the speech, and also there was one competition for the logo preparation. He got the first prize, that is with Robo something. He created with Rajni logo, Rajni Robo 2.0 something. Then he got that award also. So we all know about his talent, and he's very good in speech in Toastmasters. But one more thing I would like to add here, since I am his colleague, actually I think a few of few members doesn't know. I was working with him, and initially when we doesn't know each other, we used to see in lifts, and as Toastmaster Arvind's sister just highlighted, and even Satish also highlighted, he's perfect. He's perfectionist actually. He's such a he maintains even his style also, dress maintenance, everything. Even in July month, July August in UAE, it is a peak temperatures. Though our regular dress code is shoot, no one used to wear, but always he used to come with shoots. So we used to recognize him. He's such a like systematic person. And how he is interacting with colleagues and all, I will tell you one more example. Uh, as soon as this incident happened, he was hospitalized, and our CEO, our company CEO, directly he instructed a group of team members. He instructed to take care of his family and all belongings, and he said, even though the team, whoever not coming to office, no problem, you can take leave also. This type of orders he never delivers. Like only this happened with Toastmaster Aravind. That is one thing during treatment. And I remember that day, early morning, I think they announced, doctors announced, somebody from our team, they called our CEO. He was at home, and instead of going office, he came directly to hospital. And he came directly to hospital, and he discussed with the Toastmaster Arvind's wife, and he ensured all future whatever. He gave full support. So Adna Group means it is such a big company, and as a CEO, I didn't know actually. No one get that type of respect other than Toastmaster Robert. So we all know Toastmaster Robert is very good speaker, very good person, and in addition, he is a very good colleague. And he is, in fact, when I joined the Toastmasters for my icebreaker speech, I took some suggestions from him only. So he's very good advisor. I remember still our last meeting. His son and my son together, they used to take cricket coaching, and that was our last meeting. So still, I am unbelievable. Really, 1 year passed just like that. I pray for his family. I pray to God to give more strength to his family. Thank you. Over to you, Robert.
Thank you, Haribabu, for sharing those memories. Definitely, there are so many memories to share of Arvind, and no matter how long we speak, it will be falling short of it because it's a huge information that we all have, that we carry all those memories with us. Anybody would like to add? If I miss anybody? So it was my Satish.
Yes, Robert. I think we can. I think we are done. Everybody done as per our
Okay. So once again, a big thank you for all the Toastmasters for making today and sharing the memories of Toastmaster Arvind. And as I said, as you all said, these memories will always be cherished. You'll always remember him. And as Dr. Katra rightly said, life is very short. We need to keep meeting each other, keep in touch with each other, and share our feelings because we don't know next when we'll meet. And I'll suggest all of you to be safe in this particular pandemic. Take care of each other, your family members, your younger members, and the elders at home. Share with them, be with them. Spend your time at home with your family members because we always spend time with our friends, but we rarely share time with our family members. So this is one particular opportunity we have to stay at home and share our memories with our own family members, be with them, and be homebound and duty bound and be safe. With this, we can wind up the meeting. Anybody would like to add something?
Thank you so much for inviting, and good to see all of you. Hope to see you all again.
Ashwini, Bishti, we have be in touch with each other. I think you're in touch. We have your email addresses. So definitely we are in touch with each other.
Definitely, I'll definitely do that. Just to repeat myself, sorry for that. Feeling very touched and feeling very honored that there are so many people who think about him. I think the biggest worry a mourner has, an immediate mourner of a family member has, is that will that person be forgotten? That's what eats us. So after seeing this, I'm totally relieved, and I think I can say boldly that I can move towards a closure now. Thank you.
Actually, we have planned a bigger thing, but unfortunately, because of this pandemic, we are homebound. or we had planned a debate contest and many things were planned, but nothing could be executed because of this scenario which has changed the total situation. But we are glad that we could manage it with this technology available to us, and we could have a Zoom meeting with us, and we are meeting every alternate Saturdays for a regular meeting, and we are continuing our meeting with that. Once again, a big thank you for all the Toastmasters, friends, family members. Good night.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Thank you, Robert. Thank you,
Good
everyone.
night. Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thanks all.
Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.
தம்பி ரெக்கார்ட் ஆயிடுச்சாப்பா மீட்டிங் தம்பி?